Что-то такое. Так. Так, пойдем дальше выполнять задание. Вот это надо выполнить. Вернись к профессору Аннай. Ага. А где у нас профессор? Ай-на-най-на-най. Куда мне надо дуть? Ага, пивс попался. Разбийник. О, пачки, ничего себе. А куда это мы ползем? Опа, Димимаска.
I hope those assignments.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I can't get rid of this feeling of a coming danger.
I see. Know that such omens are not damning if they can at least prepare us. And you are preparing yourself even now. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Долгайте. Это оно.
Descender. Excellent.
О,
I
прикольно,
think you have
прикольно.
it.
Revelio.
Какая-то записка. Мадивана. Для меня, как для заместителя директора, большая честь по рекомендации профессора Блэка предложить вам должность преподавателя прорицания в школе чародейства и волшебства Хогвартс. Мы будем рады видеть вас в рядах нашего коллектива. Прошу вас как можно скорее уведомить нас о своем решении. Буду ждать вашего ответа. С наилучшим пожеланием, профессор Матильда Уиз.
Expelliarmus, descendo.
At some point, you
No.
must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
Блин, ну класс, конечно, эпичный по лестнице. Так, и что у нас дальше по заданиям? О, хо-хо-хо. Нати с Поппи. Так, что тогда? Терен, давайте вот это.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
Что у него есть вообще?
I hope to see you again sometime.
Обязательно.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
You are here. Good.
Давай побалакаем.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
Так, и куда нам идти?
I've always said, where are you, Archie?
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and... Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
He must be around here somewhere. When did you last see him?
Archie was home with his father while I was out. His satchel's missing. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here when Harlow... when my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
Что это за ухмылка?
What reason would Harlow have to kill your husband?
My husband had been looking into Harlow's dealings and discovered some of what he's been up to. I begged him to leave it alone, but he was convinced that...
Это более подходящее лицо под эту сцену.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Harlow?
He's Victor Rookwood's second in command. A miserable, awful creature. Vicious and murderous.
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will bring Archie home. When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we are,
Revelio.
providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more. This must be
Revelio.
little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went.
Revelio.
There! Archie's footprints. He went this way.
Следы появились все-таки.
I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right.
Как они
Then,
поняли,
like
что это,
Harlow would not think twice about killing
что
a
это именно
child.
следы
We must
Арчи.
find Archie quickly.
Revelio.
Prepare for a fight.
Potato. Stupefy.
Arresto momento.
Confringo. Defendo.
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. We should look around.
Revelio. Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Вот это вот уже второй раз я эту штуку вижу и не понимаю, что с этой штукой нужно делать.
Revelio.
Archie went this way.
А там ведь что-то есть. Только я не понимаю, как туда добраться.
I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine.
Revelio.
A fork in the road. We will need Revelio again. Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way.
Опа.
Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died. My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving.
Revelio.
We must find Archie.
Уже не так хорошо. А, вон какая-то фигня. Спрятаться не хочешь, девочка?
I understand.
Молодец! Какой? Поднимите солдата в воздух, чтобы прервать экспульсию.
As I feared, they have Archie. Be on your guard. There can be no mistakes.
Обязательно. Мы с ними сейчас быстренько разберемся.
Send him home. Kill him. I don't care what you do, but don't leave us to deal with him. Oh, this is Harlow's place.
Даже на него Петрификус Тоталус действует. Че, боись? Боись, бич.
Why bring the lad back here? Kill him and be done with it. Simple as that. What is happening?
Incendio. Defendo. Bombard.
Не получилось.
Revelio.
Что вот это такое? О,
Did
очередное.
not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little.
Revelio.
О, у вас тут много, ребята, да? У вас тут много.
You don't think he saw it happen?
Yeah, of course he did. Why else would he have
Он там говорил редукта. Порежьте дуэлянтку, которая использует редукта.
I'm not done with you. That's the best you can do. You're easier to spot than an eruption. Novice. Had enough. Knew you would.
О, смотри, смотри, бичи поприскакивали.
Get out of this alive.
Petrificus totem!
To regret that. Potato. Come on.
Так, а дуэлянтки тут уже нет. Снайпер, разведчик, разведчик.
Pay for your deeds. You're no match for me.
They got what they deserved.
Не получилось дуэлянтку порезать. Да, сейчас придем, друг. Сейчас придем, только пособираю все. Сундучки и всякое такое. Ты ж понимаешь, что надо сундучки пособирать. А ты никуда не денешься все равно. Какой я хороший. Аж невозможно.
Revelio. Revelio.
Так, он внизу. Ага.
Archie. Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Sorry.
We need to get this open. Aloha, Mora.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Oh, you're safe.
Mother? Oh, Mother. Father's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
It may be too late for that. I'm afraid Harlow's already after us.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you, the threat could be a lot worse. Please, please keep your distance.
I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for your help today.
Угу. О. Ну, Себастьяна мы оставим на сладенькое. О, 1000 метров. Угу. Хоксмит. Хоксмит.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Сюда надо.
Over here. At least we're out of the classroom.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Так, и что нам теперь куда следовать? Или просто мы поговорили и все? Так, а если мы сделаем вот таким образом?
Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls. Folks still talk about you. And that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Только она действует.
Revelio.
Одними масками пока не пахнет. Мне нужны маски. А может ли эта штука помочь мне их найти? Пока не совсем понятно. Третий уровень.
Revelio. Mine now, Demi guys.
Ой, демикайс. Вон она, это хорошо.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Наверное, это лучше в Хогвартсе использовать. Пока что я не понял. И как долго эта штука вообще действует.
We don't need the ashwinders. We're doing
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
I'd rather scrape cauldrons of
О, какая прелесть. Они не подсвечиваются, я так понимаю. Да, кстати, кое-что посмотреть. Луны, ему надо сколько? Ему надо 13, а у меня сколько есть в инвентаре, наверное. У меня только 3. Еще много. Ну да, еще много. А сколько всего в Хоксмиде? Осталось еще 4. Угу. Угу.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Так, тут походу нет маски. Тут один этаж, да?
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Нет у вас маски. Чайно.
Revelio. Revelio.
В домах так видно. Просто. На, кстати, замки этого третьего уровня отображаются.
Revelio.
Так-то. Пропустил.
Hogsmeade, here I come. Aloha Mora.
Так, ну тут должна быть дымимаска, если ее тут нет, ну так дальше. Да, все потеряно. Походу ее тут нет.
Revelio.
Кажется, я тут был. А может и нет. Скорее всего, был. Заперто. Вот, блин, заперто у них тут. Ты смотри, какие.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Это обычный босс.
Revelio.
Так, а тут кто у нас? Ждать. А кого ждать? Так, ну это я тут только что был.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Aloha Mora.
Опа!
Now then, guys.
Отлично! Отлично! Осталось 3 в Хогсмиде. Это здорово. Какие отражения прекрасные. По-моему, оно аж спину отражает. Это зеркало сверхтехнологичное. Но магическое. Волшебное зеркало. Угу. О, нифига себе! Тут зелье действует сколько? Вы видели, сколько оно тут действует? Сколько оно действует? Офигеть! Это очень круто, что оно столько действует. Это вообще капец. Яйца пеплам. Осталось 3 Хогсмиде. Ну тут, скорее всего, да. Замок 3-го уровня.
Revelio.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide.
Тетя, у вас тут сундук, оказывается, есть. А вы молчите. Еще и тут можно. Еще и тут можно.
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be
Ах,
looking to
чуть-чуть
acquire?
продать. Продать? Еще я не могу продать.
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Как так?
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Похожий домик до этого был. Прям недавно. Картина с черепом. Класс. О, метлы. Дальше еще было. Были еще не открытые замки. Но это, по-моему, 3. Так, там еще есть замки. Но это, скорее всего, тоже 3-го уровня.
Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort something out.
Да, они большие.
Come now, don't be quiet. Come again. Come and listen. I've acquired what muggles call a balloon.
I've created a few in theory myself.
Aloha Mora.
Aloha Mora.
Necromancy is extremely complicated magic.
Fire is the best way to protect yourself against.
Так, а будет у нас тут что-нибудь? Сундук. Тут сундуки. Тут только сундуки. Дими маски нету. Правильно? Правильно я понимаю, что я нету. Так.
Necromancy is the one.
Так, сколько у меня всего теперь Дими масок? 4, еще 9 надо. Это много. Еще много. А, не, подожди. Их можно, наверное, заряжение. Я тут уже почти все повыполнял. Это хорошо. Побочные. Ну да, побочных. Я практически не выполнял побочные. О, нифига, увеличенная вместимость. Блин, надо, наверное, читать, что он тут вообще делает. А ну-ка, давайте сейчас все почитаем, что тут вообще есть. Внешний вид, рецепт какой-то. Так, вот это рецепты дает, вот это внешний вид дает, да? Рецепты. Ага. Тут тоже внешний вид. А, вот оно. А, пройдите испытание Мерлина. Еще 14 штук. И что оно вашего снаряжения? Угу. Тоже внешний вид, Как вот это? Понятно. Ну ладно, таланты. Что тут, на что можно потратить? Хорошие темы вот эти две. Так, тут пока ладно. Вот это нормальная тема. Выручай комнату. Блин, ну прикольные, конечно, штуки, но даже не знаю, что тут и взять. Вот это я, наверное, возьму. Так, что теперь? Может, в Хогвартс отправимся? Вот оно что, оказывается.
Off on another adventure, are we?
So frustrating.
Я что-то даже не придавал значения.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
As always, a pleasure.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Would cast Flipendo on a cow. What's the point of toiling if it could be done with magic?
Tips in the hat,
If something threatens me, first thing I cast is Protego.
You can stop a thief in their tracks.
Like her to forget.
Or just run, of course.
Come now,
Not saying I
don't be
don't cast the odd
stingy.
cleaning spell when no one's looking.
I let it go once. Looks like an theories. Pretty though.
I can't imagine how muggles
Fair
get by
enough.
without
A
magic.
sickle, a galleon.
Almost makes me feel a bit guilty.
New instruments are expensive, you know.
Can't trust the young.
We've got dark wizards these days that make Emmerich the Evil look like Yorick the Oddball.
I could
Hengist
use
of
some
Woodcroft
gold.
certainly knew how to plan a city.
Old Spouthole Spavin's been minister for so long, I don't remember who came before him.
House elves are wizard
Come
kind's
now,
best friend.
don't be
Always
stingy.
have been.
Those that go to Azkaban never had a chance in the first place.
Sentinels have never had much use for wizard kind, have they?
Tips in the hat, if you
The
please.
tales of Beetle the Bard still ring true today.
Fair enough.
Revelio
A sickle,
certainly
a
never
galleon.
revealed the charm of my potions, Professor, back when I was at school. Levioso and Stupefy combined should put any brute in their
I
place.
could use some gold.
My advice when dealing with untoward matters is
Come
for a
now,
canut,
don't
for a
be
galleon.
stingy.
Polyjuice potion wants keeping away from today's young, I'd say.
Omelette Gaunt was the sort who'd flay her own mother.
New instruments
First they
are
teach them students
expensive, you know.
Next thing you know, it's unforgivable curses.
If any dark wizards come around Hogsmeade, I'll give them something to sniff at.
Tips in the hat, if you please.
One thing is the other.
If it thinks it's got half a chance, a werewolf would be on you like
Hasn't been
enough.
anyone as
A
bad as
sickle, a
Barnabas
galleon.
Devil in a while, has there?
Так, Поппи Добринг. Добрый здравствуйте. Побазарим.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
Жмыр.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Ребят, тут все в крови. Пидоры.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Свалки позорные.
Protego! Glaciers! Descendo!
Быстро мы с вами разобрались, гады. Так, надо починить.
There she is again. From a distance.
Fantastic.
Revelio.
О, так я пропустил. Подожди. Подожди, Поппи. Смити, ты где? Я думал, ты присоединишься к нам на Борнео. Я знаю, что ты надеешься подзаработать на ринге, но настоящая золотая жила — это Акромантула. Ты не представляешь, сколько мы с Виолеттой заработали на днях. К тому же на Борнео весьма недурно. Скоро мы двинемся дальше, может быть, в Египет. Как же здорово, что мы больше не привязаны к одному месту. До скорой встречи, Ангус.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other.
Revelio.
How good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably
Revelio.
look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
А, сюда нельзя, да? Ну, хорошо.
Watch your step.
А это что такое?
Or just raring for a fight.
Дроморога. Раз.
Revelio.
Блин, забавно, что я не... Вроде бы и много путешествий, но походу по одним и тем же местам. Раз.
Quiet, what was that?
Кажется, нас засекли. Еще теперь нам воевать с ней.
Revelio.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the next.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Так, сундук сзади остался. Короче, надо за сундуком текать.
Revelio.
Или он спереди? Он спереди, походу. А не сзади. Почему хп не восстанавливается? Так надо, да? О, а ну-ка, а если зелье невидимости?
That would work if dragons didn't have such a keen sense of smell.
Так, сюда не надо. О, прошел.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me.
Revelio. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below.
Reparo.
Очень вовремя рефером, конечно.
I think we're close.
Revelio.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
А раньше времени я начал РПР использовать.
Why is every bridge here broken? Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Поместить. Она же может скушать запросто нас.
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us
Да,
perfectly unharmed.
это было вообще очень умно.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Минутку на что?
I was hoping to look around for a moment, if you don't mind. Take it all in.
I suppose we could catch our breath. I'm ready whenever you are.
Revelio.
Так, там были сундуки вообще. А, вот сюда, походу. Или нет? Или да? И вот тут сундук.
I can't believe any of what just happened.
Still taking it all in.
No, I think I'm ready to leave if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Все серьезно.
How could I have been so blind?
Класс. Лагающая тетка.
I beg your pardon, but would you mind helping out an old woman?
Тетя. Так, ну-ка. Сейчас я приду. 5 минуточек. Так, ладно. Ладно. Что у нас дальше по заданиям? Угу. Поговорите с Нати за пределами Хоксмида. Нати прислала мне еще одну сову, уверяя, что она сможет улизнуть, чтобы ее мать ничего не узнала. Мне нужно встретиться с ней возле Хоксмида. Давай вот это. Ну, тут как раз близко.
He'll see it was a mistake.
Он 10 метров пропрыгивает так. Нормально.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Я готов. А ты?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
Хорошо.
Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Revelio.
Так, что, сюда надо, да?
Mrs. Rabe.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up until I came home one night and found my husband gone and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Печальные новости.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Понятно, понятно. Мы надеемся, что вы пересмотрите свое решение касательно материальной помощи. Вам дали достаточно времени, но наше терпение не безгранично. Ваш муж наверняка хочет, чтобы вы поняли всю ценность нашего сотрудничества. Готовы ли вы ответить до конца недели? Этот разговор должен остаться между нами. Надеемся, вы
Some
понимаете.
evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Revelio.
Do the hard work first. What's the point of toiling if it can be done with magic?
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. Why should you?
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping, and I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Да, в печальном положении, чувак.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track.
Так, ладно.
Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Я пойду перекушу быстренько и сейчас вернусь.
For a laugh, I sometimes row about the Black Lake. See if I can spot the elusive giant squid.
We'll reach it in weekends. We can come to all anything we need while barely lifting a finger.
Caught a glimpse of some muggles the other day hitting a little white ball around last Mo's pit. Muggles brought silver by the sizes of bombs pouring. Only a hairy-hearted solid cast the tender on a cow, whichever one of them was darting in my old age. The secret is do the hard work first, and let the easy bits take care of themselves.
We've got dark angels these days to make enemies to evil look like you and cooler for him.
I honestly don't know how two laboratory shops can prospect in one village. People like to do and
When I need to replenish my herbology supplies, I go to Timothy Teasdale at the Magic Meat. Easier on my nerves than dog breathing death. Less poison and fewer spines.
An honest day's work for an honest six. That's my thing.
No one could charm a hairstyle like me.
You'll not cast successfully if you don't first see it happen in your own mind.
My children do love and the sweet she brings. It's a wonder they were two.
I'm forever at the 3 broomsticks I am. I enjoy it. Then find myself still there hours later.
Can't imagine how I would felt as a boy if my headmaster cancelled Quidditch.
We could use a few more house elves in my house.
I'm well suited to counting money. I'd love a job at Gringotts if I didn't have to take one of those rickety carts around the place. Nearly vomited first time I rode one.
I personally think the defense against dark arts. Why take such an interest? Whenever I'm feeling out of sorts, the first person I see is Percival Pippin.
Thomas is a bard.
I have a feeling impossible to buy a book on well, but no need to inquire. And you found a copy for me before the next tournament. We have seen that selection is impressive. I prefer the convenience and safety of our heist. Still, she has always been quite rude, and she's quite useful when you have a question. Happiest day of my life was when my wife and I found out my daughter was a witch.
We treated our house out quite well. She had her own chambers. They were in sun, but you could still see
When
they
you
were
find a good
well
opportunity, it's wise to seize it with both hands.
Caught my little one prancing about the kitchen with her.
I'd rather spend quartering as a working monk.
Casting away at the siblings he was to keep them in check. He'll be minister for magic one day. You mark my words.
Not saying I don't cast the odd cleaning spell when no one's looking.
Hogwarts always charming, of course. But at Christmas, well, in my view, there's nowhere more beautiful.
Did you know they call muggles no magic?
The tales of Beetle the Bard still ring true today.
Thank goodness for Professor Weasley. Don't know what the students would do without her. Voice of reason under the reign of that clueless headmaster. They're lucky to have
the Hogwarts ghosts wandering near the graveyard the other day. Very strange.
My mother used to threaten us with sleeping drunk and our butterbeer if we didn't behave. Well, so ragged, I swear she took some herself most nights.
Just because you know Lumos doesn't mean you can't get lost.
Oh, the work it takes to keep a clean house is staggering.
If you work all day with your hands, you're no better than a model. When you understand the nonsense of hot-heading, no one put it on airs and dredges and apprentice butterbeer. Not like they do it for free broomsticks.
For all the faults most muggles I've met seem quite pleasant, yet so tiring wizard kind constant battle with other beings. Tempting to simply go and live amongst them.
Так, я вернулся. Спасибо за ожидание.
Don't know how that Ollivander fella does it. Always seems to find the perfect one for each customer. Of course, his family been making wands for centuries.
Hogsmeade does have charm.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Здравствуйте.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
О, этот чувак на мистера Муна похож сзади.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Подозреваю, что у Натти уже неприятности.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Natty's wand.
Опа.
She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Что базаришь? Нехороший человек.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
О, блин, попалась Натя.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Эй.
Accio. A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way.
О, надо найти вот это, то, что не обязательно.
Revelio.
Любовные письма. Любовные письма — это интересно. Но нехорошо читать чужие письма. Ох, нифига вас тут. И вы все под Хоксмидом находитесь, твари. Какие же вы нехорошие редиски.
Revelio.
Using that girl as bait. That one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Ага, ага, вот так вот, значит, да, хорошие ребята. Явиться сюда в одиночку, да? Думаете, это вам так просто? Думаете, вам так просто это все дастся, да? Не, ребята, вы сейчас огребете по полной программе. Джоу какой-то, китаец, походу.
Everyone in Upper Hogsfield shudders when they see me coming, and rightfully so.
Вот этот крутой, да? Гвендолин Джоу. А раз, сколько у вас тут всего?
Revelio.
Раз, два, 3, 4, 5, 6. Да, у вас тут не так и много. Так, ты, друг, сразу получаешь. Ты сука такая.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
Ух ты, ни хрена себе, дали они мне прокат. Короче, я понял. Получай, дружок, тоже получай. Замедлите получай. А как его замедлить? Как его замедлить? То ли заклинание какое-то. А что это ж было? Ну подожди. А, вот эта херня, по-моему.
What are you Electricity. Bombarda. Expulso. Potato. Stupefy. This is your first duel.
Arresto momentum. Bombarda. Incendio.
Expulso.
Автосула такая.
Confringo. Defender.
Пока разобрался тут с этим всем.
Revelio.
Как я в них покидал жаб всяких. Вот это вообще сработало прекрасно. А ты там что сидишь? Спрятался. Ты мил мне словно Авгурей.
Oi.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio.
Чё? Серьезно? Да ладно. Ну, печально.
Descendo. Accio. Compulso. Revelio.
Да ёпарас это. Так, ты тут стоишь, да?
No more.
Expelliarmus.
Expulsion. Challenge, are we? Flanker.
Arresto momentum. He must be here somewhere.
Кто-то балуется, да?
Confringo.
Expulsion. Ah, stupendous.
Glacier.
Expulsion.
Descendo.
Incendio. Might want to look up.
Expulso. Glacier.
Incendio.
Arresto momentum. Bombarda. Incendio.
Какой гнид.
Crucible. Incendio.
What have you done?
Confringo. Glacier. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Flipendo. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Confringo. Glacier. Descendo. Arresto momentum. Bombarda.
Вот это я ему дал. Показал, где раки зимуют. Так.
Revelio.
Надо любовное послание найти. Отсюда я пришел, возможно. Скорее всего. Угу.
Revelio.
Кстати, надеюсь, можно будет вернуться еще сюда. А, вот. Нет. А ну подожди, давай сейчас вернемся. Сейчас я все продам и вернемся. Отказаться. Блин, да, отказываться я не хочу, конечно. Ладно.
Revelio.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you.
Да, я вас нашел. Это, конечно, замечательно, только я не нашел любовные письма. А я сюда не ходил, возможно. Кстати, оно может быть здесь.
Revelio.
Да.
Revelio.
Пройдите испытание Мерлина. Ага. Вот блин, а? Где же оно это письмо? Ой.
Revelio.
Ребята стоят за решеткой, пока я письмо ищу. Не, ну а кто его будет искать? Правильно? Правильно.
Revelio.
Блин, что за прикол? Если что, я заново просто начну эту миссию. Тем более надо продавать. Ляп. О, кстати. Сейчас сделаю вот так. Настройки, сохранить.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Revelio.
My wand is somewhere in this room. I can tell.
Угу. И Ревелио на нее не действует, да? Опа, это что за заколдованный сундук?
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Aloha, Mora. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Я снял закрыть.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Может, все сундуки все равно надо проверить.
Revelio.
В каком-нибудь сундуке. О! Действительно. Я перечитал твое последнее письмо бесчисленное количество раз и буду перечитывать вновь и вновь каждый час, пока мы не встретимся. Меня пугает мысль о том, что я еще не скоро тебя увижу, но я верю в лучшее, любовь моя. Скорее бы настал тот день, когда мы расскажем о помолвке всем близким, особенно моему отцу. Я понимаю, что ты хочешь подождать, пока не встанешь на ноги, и я знаю, что ты изо всех сил стремишься к этому. Но знаю, что невозможность поделиться своими чувствами, которые переполняют меня и уносят на седьмое небо, И впрямь невыносимая пытка. Теперь я еще раз перечитаю твое письмо с любовью, Рози.
Also Dibble's love letter from
Романтично.
Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Кто тут нас поджидать не будет, интересно.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
О. Она...
Nuts Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this.
Смотри какая. Ты еще тут по команду мне.
You may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Так это побочные, оказывается.
Hey.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Come and listen. I've acquired what muggles call a...
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Это я, да.
That item is of the highest quality.
Ух, нифига, реально копилось многовато. Блин, кстати, практически уже не попадаются шмотки, которые лучше моих предыдущих. Текущих, вернее. Сейчас приду. Так, что дальше? О, кстати. А давайте-ка мы сначала... Давайте-ка мы сначала сделаем таким образом. Так, а что тут можно? Мне вот это бы штуку, действительно, капусту. Выросла капуста. Подожди, мандрагора. Я не покупал. Ну ладно. Я не покупал. А жаль, жаль. Хорошая тема, кстати. Надо бы, наверное, купить. Сейчас мы еще раз. Сейчас. Только говорил, что давно не было шмоток, которые улучшают. И вот тебе. Блин, ну это самый толковый. О, вот это тоже прикольный. Ой, какой рыцарь. Ох, какой модник. И вот это было, да? О!
Hogsmeade, here I come.
You're back. Nice to see you again. What are we looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Так, а как ее улучшить? Что я не вижу улучшений. Так.
Thanks for stopping
Ладно.
by. Hope to see you again.
Так, надо реально купить рецепты для этих всех штук. Ага, вот сюда надо сгонять.
Oh, it's you. What a pleasant surprise.
Это я, да, здравствуйте.
Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Так, это книжный магазин. Сюда мне, наверное, надо.
say we show you some of what's available.
О, вот это то, что
Oh,
надо.
I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase.
А чё, одобрение?
You'll go far. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go
Давать мне
far.
нечего.
Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon. Good for you, getting all those foul goblins a hiding.
Так.
Oh, good, you're safe.
Да, в последнее время слишком много разных
There
приключений.
you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Так, ребята, будем на этом закругляться пока что. Всем спасибо, кто смотрел. Всем пока.